There is a split in the ranks of the Nationals. The party's West Australian arm is declaring it will support the Labor government's Indigenous Voice to Parliament proposal. Live to Sky News political reporter Joel Philp. Joel, this is in stark contrast to the federal party.
That's right, Danica. Look, most of the members of the Nationals Party spoke publicly on Monday, declaring at a federal level that they do not support this voice to Parliament, saying they don't believe it'll close the gap for Indigenous Australians in regional parts of the country. But the WA branch has come out now saying that they, in principle, do support this measure and want to see more details from the Albanese government ahead of a referendum, which is expected next financial year. But Andrew Gee is another federal MP, a Nationals MP, who's now come out and says that he does support this. I spoke to Matt Canavan, a National Senator, in the corridors of Parliament a short time ago, and he said, look, people disagree in a pub on topics like this, and the same things happened in their party. Now, the leader of the WA branch, she's given a justification for why her branch supports it. Take a listen.
Being divisive, I think doesn't and won't lead to a better outcome for Aboriginal people in the long run.
And Joel, Scott Morrison faces an embarrassing censure motion in Parliament today, and one Liberal has publicly vowed to vote for it.
That's right. Bridget Archer says that she will be crossing the floor and voting for this censure motion, which the Labor Party is expected to put forward when Parliament sits this morning. It formally condemns the former Prime Minister Scott Morrison for not revealing that he'd secretly taken on board an extra 5 ministerial portfolios. There's some reported text from that motion, which I'll read out to you now. It says, the House therefore censures the member for Cook for failing to disclose the appointments to the House of Representatives, the Australian people and the Cabinet, which undermined responsible government and eroded public trust in Australia's democracy. Here's what the Liberal MP Bridget Archer had to say about why she'll be backing this motion.
This is an issue that relates to democracy, that relates to the functioning of the institution and the Parliament. But I think there is a wider, a more attendant issue as well, which relates to the party and whether or not we learn the lessons of the last Parliament, of the election defeat, and are able to reset and rebuild.
Even without her crossing the floor, the Labor Party has the numbers to get this rare rebuke up in Parliament. Debates set to resume at 9 a.m. this morning on this issue, and Scott Morrison himself is expected to speak.
Joel Philp, thank you.